Hi everyone, J7409 here with you. Where is it going to snow? Where is it going to be mostly ice? And who's going to get a lot of rain? With this nor'eastern. That's the one I'm going to concentrate on right now. I told you guys I'd try to break this down, and in this graphical forecast, this is a very good assessment. It might not be quite as much, it might be more, but this is the general idea of what's going to be going on all up and down parts of the Mississippi Valley, down south and up north for the next few days. Now, this is for 4 o'clock this afternoon. We will come up and we'll get to around 7 p.m. tonight. You see in Montana, another system has started to come down, and where it's green, it's rain. Where it's blue, it's snow. The lighter blue is less snow. Where it is purple, that's nothing but ice. Okay? And as you can see, by 7 p.m. tonight in western Tennessee, they're going to be having some snow when you move to the mid and over to the east to the North Carolina border. And in western North Carolina, it's rain, rain, rain going down into South Carolina, Georgia, and parts of Alabama and Florida. But it's heavier snow in the western part of Tennessee, and that moves over into parts of Missouri, where then it lightens up a little bit, as you can see. A little bit of snow going on in New York and in the very northern part of Maine. Now, that other system coming down, as you see, a little bit of mixture of rain and snow in Montana. It will look heavier as we move through, but I'm going to break this down and blow it up into the different regions of the United States, and you're going to get to see better where everything is going to happen. First, we'll keep it on the big map. Here's 10 p.m., 1 p.m. tonight, and 4 a.m. tonight. When we move over for the entire United States, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. This is what it's looking like: 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. And as we move into tomorrow night, around 7 p.m., here we go. Everything's moving further north now. Here's 10 p.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m. Now let's break it down and make it bigger. We will start down south around Florida, and you can see parts of Georgia and Alabama. Heavy rain going on. This is around 7 p.m. this evening, 10 p.m. tonight. The rain, where it's darker green, is heavier rain. You can see the towns, and you can get a better idea of what's happening and going to happen in your areas. When we move over to tomorrow morning, the rain starts to slack up, things start to clear out. Now we're at 10 a.m., 1 p.m. tomorrow, and by 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Now, as we move up tonight around 7 p.m., you see some of that purple starting to mix in? Those little dots of purple, well, that's ice. You know, folks, I think this is going to be just as much an ice event for some people as a snow event. We'll have to wait and see how it all pans out. All kind of things can change and change everything. But this is what it's looking like around 7 p.m. tonight in the mid-Atlantic as we move on up towards the north. Lots of rain down in Georgia, most of South Carolina, western and mid sections in the Piedmont of North Carolina, over towards Knoxville. We have a little bit of ice that's started to develop also. And hold on just a second. Okay, excuse me, folks, my phone was going off. We got a little bit of ice that's starting to develop up into Virginia and western North Carolina, where the purple is, and also over in parts of where looking like maybe Kentucky's getting a little bit now. Okay, a little bit of ice mixed in with the rain in just certain places. Look what happens when we go up in time tonight to around 10 p.m. More ice. Look at that. We've got a little bit of snow, but it's mostly ice, as you can see. Ice, 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 ice. Wherever you see the purple, by 1 a.m. in the morning, the ice is horrendous. The rain is still coming down in buckets. Where it's a little lighter green, the rain's not too bad, but we've got ice from western North Carolina through the Virginia mountains and the Roanoke area all the way up to Washington, D.C., over also in parts of Kentucky. Look at the ice. We do have some snow now. Some snow that has started in a little bit of Ohio, and West Virginia has some snow. West Virginia's got it all. They've got the ice, they've got the rain, they've got the snow, and they've got the mix. That's where it's light blue. So at 4 a.m. in the morning, look at that, would you? Ice, 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 ice. Now, this is for the mid-Atlantic region. This is for 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. We will bump it up a little bit. 7 a.m. in the morning doesn't slack up any at all with the ice problem for these areas. The rain still coming down. 10 a.m., 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. Now we're over in the Eastern Great Lakes region. Eastern Great Lakes region. So this is around 7 p.m. tonight. We'll hop over to 10 p.m. tonight. Got some snow going on over there in Buffalo and also in Indianapolis. 1 a.m. in the morning. You can see the system is just starting to get up to you guys. It's just moving up north right now tonight, slowly but surely. This is around 1 a.m. in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning. We got more snow now, as you can see, in the Pittsburgh area in Pennsylvania. Where you see the pink, that's nothing going on. Okay, you might get a splash and dash shower or a flurry or two or something like that, but so far as steady precipitation, it doesn't look like it's going to be that much at 4 a.m. in the morning. But what we will do, let's go to 7 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday. Now, we got more ice. Would you look at that? Ohio's covered up with ice. The heaviest amounts down around Columbus and all of the areas it's darker, but all the way up to Cleveland. And oh my Jaylene, you're going to be getting ice, honey. Ice, 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 and ice up in Erie. Heavier snow coming down in a little section of Ohio there, and also Pennsylvania and the Pittsburgh area. Everything else besides right over in here, right to the north of Indianapolis. We got some snow over there. But everything else, and down at Columbus at 10 a.m., it turns to rain. But look at all the ice, would you? Let's go to 1 p.m. tomorrow. South Bend, Fort Wayne, you're getting snow, heavier snow now. Detroit's getting a mix of snow, sleet, and rain. That's what's happening there. And it looks like Pennsylvania's just wrapped up with ice, snow, and rain, and a mix. And at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, look at that. Now Ohio has a mixed bag of everything going on with ice, a mix, some snow, and some rain. This is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Now, as we move totally to the northeastern region of the U.S., here we go. Once again, where it's pink, that's not a whole lot of anything happening at all, okay? We have some lighter snow now that is down in New York and up in the northern sections of Maine and just a little bit around Eastport. This is at 4 this afternoon, Wednesday, but let's check for tomorrow morning around 7 p.m. Not much change going on. Still some of that lighter snow in those areas. 1 a.m. Everything up north's looking pretty good. The ice is beginning to slow down around Washington, D.C. 4 a.m. Well, I got to the wrong one. Hold on. Let me get to tomorrow. 7 a.m. 10 a.m. Here we go. It flipped back on me. I apologize. Now you can see it moving up a little more now. We got more ice. Just a little bit of snow happening around Philadelphia. Everything else around that area is ice. Also ice in the middle sections of New Jersey, and the northern sections are getting lighter ice now, along with Long Island. This is around 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, with some very light snow to the back of it, as you can see in Pennsylvania. 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, well, the snow starts to come down heavier and the ice begins to get heavier. Now, in the Philadelphia region, you got kind of a mixture of mixed stuff going on there. The southern part of New Jersey and just around the coastline, just rain, just rain. But you can see where the ice and where the snow and the heavier snow is. By 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, this is what it's looking like. We'll move up until tomorrow night around 7 p.m. As this thing keeps moving up to the north, you can see how it's progressing. And if you live in these areas, look at Hartford. Look at that entire state. Would you look at Massachusetts and Connecticut, Rhode Island? Everything is ice. Ice, ice, ice is what it's looking like. I'm not saying it's going to be a tremendous amount. I'm saying that's what it's looking like. Mostly it's going to be around 10 p.m. tomorrow night. And that ice comes all the way down into Pennsylvania and just a little to the west of Washington, D.C. At 1 a.m. Friday morning, this is what it's looking like. At 4 a.m., this is what it's looking like. This would be 4 a.m. in the morning on Friday before the snow really gets going up to Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and New York. You're going, the mid to the western parts of New York are going to get some heavier snow, while everybody else, you might get some snow here and there, but for the most part, it's looking like you're going to get a lot of ice also. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with all of this. It could change from this, but this is what it's looking like right now. So please, folks, from the south to the northeastern states of the United States, please keep this in mind. Let's check out one more region. I want to check out the upper Mississippi Valley area. This is around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning for you guys. I want you guys to know what's going on too. As you can see, we have a mix. We have ice, we have snow, we have all that stuff going on in Illinois. Plus also up in Minnesota, we've got some snow along with North Dakota. This is around 10 p.m. tomorrow morning, 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for you guys, 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. We'll check out tomorrow night around 7 p.m. You can see how all this is moving along. Everybody's getting something somewhere, just about, except where it's pink now. Where it's pink, you may be getting a few flurries, you may be getting a little rain, a little bit of ice, but no accumulation, nothing to worry about. So once again, we'll take a whole look at all of the lower 48 states right here. This is what it's looking like at 7 tonight. This is what it's looking like around 10 p.m., 1 a.m., and 4 a.m. And this is pretty good. It kind of agrees with the European model and the GFS model. Now, all of these systems combining up could cause a little bit of warmer air somewhere, could cause a little bit of colder air somewhere. None of this is wrote in stone. Some things may change a little. Maybe you won't get as much ice. Maybe you will get what it's looking like. Maybe you'll get more snow or not as much snow. Nothing's wrote in stone, but this is a pretty good idea, especially since I broke it down to show you guys exactly what might happen, when it might happen, and where it might happen. Don't forget to subscribe. I'd appreciate it so much. Click the bell. Check off the email notifications. Make sure you get all the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and any kind of storms brewing. I'll be sure and get them up for you. Okay? If you recall, if you follow me every day, it was about a week and a half ago, I told you the possibility of this northeastern may happen, and it has. So here we go. Be safe. Be careful if you're out and about and you are in this weather that is producing ice and snow. Please be safe. I love you all. Thanks for everything you do for me, and have a good evening, a blessed evening, a safe evening, and peace, love, and kindness to each of you. Thank you so much for watching.